this video, we're going to cover how to build a list of potential plugins that meet a need for your site. If you don't already have a feature list created for the potential plugin you're looking to add, take a look at the first video in our series. The best place to start when you're building a list of potential plugins is the WordPress plugin directory. Every plugin in the directory is free, and that plugin has to offer some kind of value for it to be included in the directory. There are a whole lot of plugins in the directory though, so how do you decide which ones are worth giving a try? The best place to start is by matching your list of required features to the features offered by different plugins. If a plugin doesn't have a feature that is absolutely necessary to you, then it's probably best to keep looking. Start by entering a keyword or phrase that describes the type of plugin that you're looking for. For example, that might be product reviews or FAQs. I like to start from the top of the page and open any interesting candidates in their own tabs, based on the name and short description shown on the results page. If you've got time, you can create a spreadsheet to track which plugins have the features that you require or desire. Go through each plugin, closing tabs for any plugins that clearly don't meet your criteria. Once you've gone through them all, the next step depends on how many plugin candidates you have remaining. If you've got quite a few plugins left in contention, you'll want to check how many active installs each of the plugins has, what the reviews and overall ratings are like for each plugin, and to see whether each plugin is well supported. To see whether a plugin is well supported, you can visit the plugin support forum and see if the developer replies, and if so, how quickly. Next, whittle the list down to the number of plugins you're willing to test. Ideally, you'd want to test most of the plugins that meet your criteria, but if you only got a limited amount of time, keep at least 2 of the best candidates in contention so you can see what you like and what you don't like about each. How do you choose which ones to test? In my experience, overall rating, active installs, as well as being supported are all pretty important, but being actively supported is the most important. Working with a good developer's help, you can get most problems fixed, whereas it can be hard to tackle even minor issues without any support. If you've got your list, you're good to head to the testing phase. But what if you couldn't find any plugins that fit your requirements? The first thing you can do is a Google search to try to find more options, or head to a marketplace like CodeCanyon. Try a search term like WordPress Product Reviews plugin, and you should be able to find a few paid plugins that aren't listed in the directory. It's a lot harder to assess whether a paid plugin without a free version will be a good fit for your site though, so in a perfect world, you'll want to try out plugins from the WordPress directory first at least. Next up, we're going to cover how you test and decide on a plugin that meets your site's needs.